Well, hey guys, this is Sherry Criswell. I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture. And to say I had trouble getting this set up is an understatement. So the rest of this should be real easy. I just wanted to do a live to kind of showcase our monthly subscription. And for August, it is this cute little guy, Looking Sharp. Now you'll get this in the mail, just like this, once a month. And what you'll get is an 8.5 by 11 transfer. And it can all be just one transfer, or it could be several small ones, like this one is 4 in an 8.5 and 11 size transfer. What you'll get with it also are 3 individual chalk pastes. Now, as a designer, I don't get the paste. I do get the transfer. But this is what it'll look like when you get it. And you'll get 3 different colors, and they choose the colors they think that'll go good with your design. So I'm going to use our regular 3-ounce size, and I'm going to use Almond for the face. I am going to use Storm for the body, and Coral for the little cheeks and the nose, and also the writing, Looking Sharp. I believe these are the colors you're going to get in this single paste, except for the Coral. I think it's Guava that you'll get. It's a very pretty color too, kind of a peachy pink, like coral. So it's really awesome. It's only $19.99 a month, and it's free shipping. So it's pretty cool. It's like a surprise every month, Happy Mail. So let me show you how you do this. You take out the transfer. And I always save this because it's reusable. So I store it in this. And also you'll see on the back, they have all of the care instructions. So that's good, in case you ever want to look back at that. All right, take it out, put this aside and keep it. And now they have cutting lines right along here. And also, if you look at this, they also have registration marks here, here, and there. So you can line it up because it's kind of a layered, only it's not really on top of each other. Well, this one might be. So it helps you place it so you have an exact placement. So just take your scissors and cut on the cutting lines. Then, because it's reusable, you want to mark the backs, because there is a good side to put it on. When you put it back on here, you want to put the sticky side of the transfer. Let me show you the sticky. As you can see, this is sticky right here, to the glossy of the transfer. So you want to mark on the back so you know what's the back when you put it back on. So I just write what it is. And sometimes, instead of just doing the pictures, I'll label this. Like this is 1, so I'll put 1 on the back, 2, It's just easier, especially if you're not an artist like me trying to draw what they have on there. 3. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take, I've got a board that I have already used. And the chalk paste is removable as long as you don't make it permanent with a sealant. So that's kind of the beauty of it. You can just change it up whenever you like. So I'm going to take this one that I used before on the small base and stand. And all you have to do is put water on it. This has been on here for quite a while. So, all right, now I'm going to take this is just a Clorox wipe that I'm using. You can also just use a paper towel or Lysol wipe. So I'm wiping this all off. And now, since this has been on here a while, you might get a little bit of a ghosting effect. So, what I would do for that, looks like especially with the gold, I don't know, it's coming off. Okay, so, if you do, or if you're worried about it, we have these board erasers, which are pretty awesome, and it'll take out any kind of ghosting that you might have. Just like that. I'll get some paper towel. Dry this off. Dry my base. As you'll see on the other side, I had this for Christmas time. This has been on since last year at Christmas. So and see, the stuff isn't going to come off. So, all right, now let's get this guy ready. Now we're waiting for that to completely dry. Let's get our paste ready. Now when you have the 3 ounce, well, what you'll get is these little single packets. What you do when you get that is just take it and knead it with your fingers up and down. And when you get done with that, just push some of that down. Take your scissors and cut the corner. And then you can just do a little bit at a time out on a little plate or a plastic cup, not cup, but a flat plate. Then when you're done, because this is more than enough to finish your project, take it and just roll it down, put a paper clip on it, and if you use it within the next couple of weeks, it should be fine. Now, first of all, we're going to get all our paste. This is almond. This is a newer color. It's kind of an off-white, more in the beigey yellow kind of, not a gray tint. Okay, you want it about the consistency, if you're working from the jar, of yogurt. Okay, let's check that one, looks good. This is actually Elephant Gray. It's an older one that I've had, well, you can see, over a year, and it's still really good. They say these should last about about 6 to 8 months after it's been open, and up to a year after. Well, as you can see. Now some will last longer, some won't. And if it gets too dry, you just add, which this is a little bit dry, just add a little bit of distilled water. And it'll thin it down a little bit. Okay, there's our gray. And now I'm going to use Coral. And this is also over a year, but I didn't open it until about a month ago. And it's in real good shape. All right, so let's start with the body. And I'm going to place this guy up towards the top because, let's see, because I want to have room for his face. And also up towards the top because it has to go back in this base. So you want to make sure. And I want to put the lettering on here too. Now if you notice, it has the registration marks right here. Make sure and chalk that. I forget most of the time because we didn't have that before, but we do now. So let's chalk this up. Although I think I'm going to do it in the lighter color. It'll show up better because I think the circles are kind of small. So I'll do the body in this, and I'm going to use the almond for the registration marks. When we're all done, we'll just take those off. Okay, and this is our tool, the squeegee. We have this, we have the angle squeegee, and we have our little, I call it a hockey stick, multi-purpose tool. This gets around the curves in the jar, and this is good for small spaces. So I think I'm going to use these two today. Use a small squeegee, and you just keep your squeegee upright. Make sure you use the squeegee on the fabric on this transfer, because anything hard might hurt the netting in the silkscreen transfer. Okay, so you just scrape off the excess, put it back in your jar. You can use it later. Okay, try to take any lines that might be out of it. It's really simple. Now take it, oh, see, I forgot the registration marks. All right, let's take just a little bit. All right, let's take this up, pull it. Don't pull it from the diagonal. Make sure you do it from either this side or the top. You don't want to pull it on the bias because it is fabric and you can stretch it out. Pull it straight up, not like a band-aid, just nice and slow. Paste does dry pretty fast. So you don't want it to dry on you before you take it off, because it'll pull off with your transfer. So you do have to work fairly quickly. Okay, so now while this is drying, and you can kind of tell when it dries, it does dry a little bit lighter than this. Let's see, do I have a... Okay, so this is when I'm editing videos, I stop it and I go find what I'm looking for. Should have had this and didn't even think about it. I'm looking for my heating tool. And found it. And this just might heat up the process. You don't want to put the sticky part of the transfer on this if it's still wet. Because it'll pull the paste up. Which, you can fix it. I mean, you can always take it off and do it over again. But why do that if you can prevent it? Okay, you see all these little like holes in there? That is your transfer doing the distressed work for you. I don't know if you can still see it in the... Yes, you can. Okay, this still has the chalk paste on it, which, by the way, you have to put this in water. So as soon as I'm done, that's what I'm going to do. Put it in water and clean it off. Bring this up close. You can see the little dots. That is the transfer doing the work for you, the distress. Imagine having to weed all that. I've never done it, but I don't think I could handle that one. Anyway, I love the detail on this stuff. It's pretty cool. All right, now for the second layer, and you notice it has registration marks right here. We're going to match them up with these. And this is why I put the lighter color on the black, and through this, I thought I could match it up better. So let's see what we do. And because it's a sticky transfer and it's going on top of something else, I'm going to fuzz it on this towel. No, you can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Just so it won't pick up too much. All right. I'm going to turn this around so I can match these registration marks up. Where are you? See, if these were bigger or maybe wider circles, it might be easier to do. I don't know. There's one. Sorry, I can't concentrate and talk at the same time. All right, let's see what that does. I am going to try and lay this down. Remember, glossy side is going to go the sticky of this transfer. All right, now just lightly right here. Over here it's okay. Just go around where the transfer, the netting is. Now, we're going to do this one in almond. Take off the excess like we did before. Put back in the jar. See how good we have this. That looks pretty good. Let's see how we did. Ah, what a cutie. That wasn't hard, was it? All right, so we got 2 parts done. We have this part. Of course, I gotta let this dry a little bit. And this one's gonna go directly on there. Here's the registration marks. We got the cheeks, or maybe this is the nose and the cheeks. Or wait, does it go like this? Yes. It'd be good if I had it the right way. Okay. So let's go ahead and dry this again. Just to make sure. I don't want to have to do it over again. Trust me, I have done that several times, so. So this one, definitely want to fuzz it up pretty good. I don't want to pull any of the chalk off of his face. Just clean this off. All these tools, these squeegees, you can put right in water that you have the transfer in. And when you clean it, I a lot of times will use the board eraser and water in the sink, get all the paste off, and then I will take it and put it in the counter and take a Clorox wipe and wipe both sides, and then let it dry, sticky side up. Be sure you do it sticky side up, because it'll adhere to countertops or whatever, and you'll have trouble getting that off. Always remember that water helps take some of the stickiness off. I mean, it dries sticky again, but if you have a problem, get water on it. That's my best tip. All right. Now, I was hoping this is dry. And again, we're going to line it up with the registration marks. It still seems kind of sticky. It's a new transfer. So yes, if you think it's too sticky, fuzz it. It just, all that does is take some of the stickiness out. Oh, there. Can you see it? You can't even see how I'm lining that up. Sorry. Had to have it closer to me. You can see where these are coming through, and you can see through the transfer a little bit. If I bring it up, maybe you can see it. how you can see, which way? This way. Can you see that? So that helps a little bit. Now, I am not going to put this down very hard. I really don't want that to pull it up. And I'm using coral. You'll be using guava if you're part of the monthly subscription. Just put a little bit on his cheeks and his nose. Take the excess off. Don't push down too hard when you're layering on top of something, because that can reactivate the paste underneath, and then you pull it up. So pull it straight up and take your time. Yay! Look at that guy. Is he not cute? I just think he's really cute. All right, one more. Looking Sharp. Gotta have that on there. Let's take him and we're gonna fuzz him really good, because I'm gonna put, some of it's gonna go on top of this. So sometimes if you're in doubt, just keep fuzzing it. And again, all that does is take some of the stickiness off. Let's see. Besides that, I think I'm going to dry that, because the sticky part of the transfer is going to go on there. Don't want to pull the peak on his cheeks off. And once you use a heating element to dry it, before you chalk anything, make sure it comes down to room temperature. You don't want to put it on while it's still hot. You'll have trouble with your chalk transferring on there if you do. So this is still kind of hot. We'll just wait. And look at this cute guy while we're waiting. I mean, really, is he not cute? See, so this is how much room we have to put the lettering. So we're going to put some right here. A few might overlap on him. It's this way. All right. Still a little bit cool. All right, so while we're waiting on that, I want to show you a few of the other monthly Club Couture that we had. This one, the sun, is actually from, this is July's. This is last month's. It also had another saying on here that would be, here comes the sun, I think. This one, the sunglasses, was June. And along came with that was something about summer. It was wording. I combined the two and made one. It's just fun. Like I said, you can do them over and over again. You can mix transfers, and that's 2 of our Club Couture transfers. So, all right, let's see what we can do with Looking Sharp. You know, before we do that, let's get rid of these registration marks. Remember I said with water, well, this is Clorox wipes, which work too. Sometimes you can also take a Q-tip, and that'll work. All right, let me try this. Let's put them down just a little bit. Yeah, do I want to center it? Decisions. Let's take this and put it underneath. Let's see. You just don't want to cover what you have to paste. All right, keep your fingers crossed it won't pull up the paint. And if your chalk paste is a little bit thick, that's when you want to add a little bit of water to it. It'll probably do, especially like stuff like this, it'll transfer better for you. All this stuff, you just have to try it, and you get your way that works the best. Might not work for somebody else, but it works good for you, so just keep doing it. All right, I have this on here, and I'm lightly, I don't want to do it too hard because I don't want to activate the paste underneath. Put the extra back in the jar. You know what? I'm going to use a little bit bigger squeegee on that so I can get more off at once. I'm not pulling down too hard. I'm kind of doing this lightly. Just want to smooth it out. All right, let's see what we have. Pull it straight up. And slowly. And you're done. He's cute. Guess I said that a few times, right? All right. See, oh, it worked out well. Yay. So cute, right? And that didn't take long. And that's real time. So I think I'm going to do this every month when we get our new monthly couture. And it is a surprise, like I mentioned before. It's Happy Mail, Happy Surprise Mail. In the beginning of the month, every month. And you get that transfer, a B-size transfer, which is 8.5 by 11, and 3 chalk pastes. So if you would like to know more about it, just message me below, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you to give you more details. It's really fun, and I think what I'm going to try to do once a month is just for the subscribers, do an alternate video, a different way to use this guy. This is how Club Couture is showing it, and you get instructions with it. So you have that, but I want to show you how you can use it in different ways, a little bit different. So anyway, let me know if you would like to know more about this, and I will put the links below. Let me put him like this, and put this on here. So I'll put the links below for Club Couture. Thanks for stopping by. I finally got this one working. I think it took 4 tries. But I've got my iPad so I can watch it, but it's a little bit delayed, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. But anyway, I got it to work, so this is good. Thanks for stopping. Thanks for watching. If you didn't catch a live, well, you can get the replay. Bye, everybody.